A lot of people have asked me to watch this video. Not a lot, maybe like 3 or 4 people on YouTube. I am excited. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's called 1,000 Players Simulate Civilization, Rich and Poor. There's also the original one. If this one is good, maybe we can react to the other one if you guys think it would be a good fit. Let me know in the comments or like somewhere. Let's dig right into it.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead
Oh
forever.
no! Oh no!
Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland.
Oh
it's up to each
my
player to
god.
work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen.
So is he splitting like 500 players in each island? Is this what's happening?
All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the Rich and Poor 1,000 Player Civilization Experiment.
Epic intro. What I think is gonna happen, and I have not seen this video, I think the poor are gonna have a dictatorship. I would say they're probably gonna beat each other up, like the rich versus the poor. I don't think they will actually get along. There might be a couple of people that might try to get along, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Alright, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Oh my goodness.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's
Not at all.
nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no! No, no, no! Oh! And right next door, a massive volcano that
my
could erupt
God.
at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
What? Wait, you're telling me that they just died because they went for a swim? Okay, but to be fair, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, no? Like, if the volcano is hot enough to make the water boiling hot enough to kill you, why wouldn't the air around the volcano be hot enough to kill you as well? You know what I mean? 21 people already... No. 21 people already died. Just in the boiling water. God damn.
Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
To be fair, they can just use like the dirt. Okay, so of course they cannot break stone blocks because that will get them nothing. But I mean, they can use sand. They can use like, okay, sand is a terrible thing to use, but like they could use dirt to just get to the other side. Why do I have a feeling that the poor island is Pentos and the rich island is going to literally like be Westeros before like Targaryen like went cuckoo? Wow.
Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees...
Bless me.
The trees were plentiful and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood.
Yeah.
But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's triple carrots.
I don't want carrots. I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
They're all geared up already, bro. I feel so bad for people in Island 1, bro. For real. Do they even have food other than zombie meat at night? I think they're going to reach a point where they don't have food. So the moment one of them sees a zombie, it's no longer Steve afraid of the zombies. It's the zombies afraid of Steve. Like, the zombies will literally start running away from the players because they don't want to die, and because they're going to see like 10,000 players like just running straight at them just to get their flesh.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
That sounds so chaotic. Dang. I just had to do Samantha! Look at
By the end
Samantha.
of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Bro, I don't want to be that person, but like this dude's voice matches like is like Minecraft skin completely. Like if the dude that's talking is this one, I feel like it matches, like the skin matches the voice 100%. Crazy.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you get the... What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no. I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
What? But this doesn't make any sense. So you're telling me that you can grow crops with boiling water? You're telling me that these dudes can like go back down here, but they cannot go in the water because they'll die. But they can be right next to piping hot lava and they'll be fine. Okay, maybe this is me being a bit nitpicky, right? I understand that, you know, okay, the volcano makes the water like be hot, but I mean, in that case, it wouldn't make any sense to be able to use that water to grow crops or even settle next to a boiling volcano without dying or without suffering. I would be scared of toxic fumes. Bro, I swear to God.
Hello.
Crazy people.
What the f-
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, please, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
Netherite though. How did they find netherite? Under the volcano? Maybe that's why they settled there. Sick. Okay.
I don't care about power, I don't care about government, I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Callie Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Bro, me right now. What, you guys get money from this? Wow, I wish.
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Hey, Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others.
Damn. I already have a bad feeling about the Commonwealth. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So far, I think I'm kind of rooting for Cass, even though she clearly does not pay her employees, but it's okay, you know, I forgive her. You know, maybe she pays them in love and affection. You know, like in congratulatory words or something.
Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Ui.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying. Yo, Spoon. Yep. I do have food. You're private, but I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1.
Spood, I don't F with you. I'm sorry, I don't think I F with him. I didn't appreciate his sarcasm. I think he's going to like be killing people.
We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
He's going to be backstabbing people. Like, he's going to be unaliving and backstabbing people. Like, I can already tell. Something in my gut is telling me that Spood is ready for a feud. And why does he look like Julius Caesar, bro?
How could you have betrayed me, Brutus? Backstabbed in the back.
He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Oh
my god.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
It was Brutus! I called it! Oh my god. This is legit Roman Empire reincarnated into Minecraft. Actually, that's what it should have placed on the title. Roman Empire. The Rise and Fall of Julius Caesar's Minecraft edition.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Spood, honey, how do I say this? You're literally Julius Caesar. You are going to get backstabbed by Brutus, and you're going to be unalived if you continue on this route. I don't like the whole thing of like, oh, I'm so kind. I'm giving you this out of my own generosity. It's like...
Are you?
It's kind of the same vibe as when you see a homeless person on the street and you see someone passing by that homeless person. And you can see that that person was not planning on giving the homeless person any money or anything or any food or anything. Like, they were just doing their own thing. But because they noticed you are looking, they're like, oh, yeah, here you go. Have like 50 cents or €1 or have a, like, I don't know, a couple of gums. oh, yeah, I'm so kind, but if people are not watching, I will literally burn you in the stake. Or at the stake. I don't know how you say it in English, but one of the two is correct. You know, like the witches. Salam.
Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon, nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilization.
You mean dictatorships? I know like dictatorships are also civilizations, but you know, let's put the letters in the name and the name in the letters. It's a dictatorship. By the way, I'm calling it. I think someone close to him is going to backstab him at the end of this.
But not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island. This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Not to get political, but this falls a lot in the whole paradigm of bosses and employees. For example, where like the employee will always think that, oh, the boss can give me more, should give me more, I should be paid more, like I'm not being paid enough, I'm not being appreciated enough. But then there's also the side of the boss where it's like, okay, but I earn a lot, but a great percentage of this is already going to taxes, and then I also have to buy this, and I have to like store for provisions, because what if something is up with the machine? What if I have to spend like 30,000 in this machine? What if I have to do this? What if I have to do that? And at the end of the day, in his head is also like, oh, but he's already receiving so much, I don't need to make his wage any higher. So it's kind of like there's always going to be this we call it atrito in Portuguese. I don't know how you say it in English. So there's always going to be a little bit of a grudge between, you know, quote unquote the poor and the rich, because the poor have nothing and the rich have more. And it's a very complex scenario, and it's so natural that they are literally like getting resentful on the other side for that, right? So what you're saying is we should revolt and take over our rulers' belongings. Yes, only for president. I think that's what we should do.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
turtle! Not the blue turtle! Oh no!
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cask Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Oh,
I promise.
Why are y'all here?
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
You brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Oh, like imagine like seeing that. Oh my gosh. I would have dug into the floor, I think. One thing that I have found really interesting, and I know we're just on day 2, but in the first island, you have so many coalitions. I think you have like 4 or 5, something like that. And then on the first island, because there's less resources, you have less coalitions, which is very interesting. Because it means that the majority of people, they're just trying to follow more of a single leader instead of like diverging into smaller spheres. While in here, I think the groups are more like equivalent, right? There's not such a big disparity between groups, or at least that's what I am interpreting from the video. Banger song, by the
Now,
way.
on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cask Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is...
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
You want to go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. There is a better Barbie song, more goated. 'Cause I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but I'm sure they are great.
What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cask Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Okay, so let me just wrap it up. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think here, if we don't count with the guy that's alone, we have like 5 or 6 coalitions happening, if I'm not mistaken. I hope Ish will now like do a comparison with the first island.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident.
Luminara sounds like a cult. It sounds like the Illuminati, bro. It sounds like they're going to try to slither their way into the politics of other kingdoms to lift the other kingdoms up just so that they can become the one and only nation. Luminara is the cult of Lumi. Oh my god, it is! It's the cult of my kitty cat!
After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other islands so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
Okay, look at that. See the difference? The Commonwealth is 5 different groups. So we have Joe Fuel, we have Call Me Cass, we had Mad Z, we have Below Zero, and then we have 5 different groups from that joined together that from the Commonwealth. But there are still 5. So in total, the rich island has 9 different groups, if we exclude the fact that Commonwealth is together. And then if we look at the first island, there's only like 4 groups. It's so interesting to see that when people have more resources, I feel like they have a little bit more ability to create, to lead. They will have more will. While if you look at the other island, people were so thankful to Spood for helping them out, and they started to see him as this leader figure. But at the same time, it's like, do you actually need to be guided? It's very interesting to see like this whole semantic. I'm sorry if I'm diverging a little bit, but like the fact that quote unquote the poor people end up going into a more singular individual to guide them because they're so concerned with everything else. They just want like someone to tell them what to do, and it's just easier because like they know they need to work in that sense. While on the other side, it's true that they're still following one leader, but like the sheer amount, the size of them, it's completely like different.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
But he's not wrong though. He's not wrong.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
By the way, look at the sheer difference in amount of players lost. In Island 1, we have 428 players, and in Island 2, we have 493 players. So basically, like in Island 2, only 7 people died. And they probably died because they fell down or off a tree or something and, you know, accidentally died. That's crazy.
Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here. So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Ooh. They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Well, TT's what TT's. You play with fire, you get your fingers burned. If you cannot handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen, baby. You mess with the Mario, you get the super. Mamma mia!
The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
What we expect.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal.
Bro, this guy is turning into Julius Caesar, bro. What do you mean you're immortal? There's no immortality. Stop letting freaking fame get in your head. This is how it starts. And then you're going to like do, you know, kinky stuff with the woo-woo 6. And then Brutus is born, then you get stabbed. And then you get like...
Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials?
We don't have any real plan, you know.
If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Based.
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
They want the cow. By the way, do you guys know why cows love going to theaters? Because they love musicals. You know what? I'll get out. I'll get out by myself. It's okay. Bye, chat.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
Alright.
We can kill it for leather!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Anyone?
Hello, it's me.
Mario.
Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters.
By the way, the build, holy moly, if I could build half as good as these dudes, like, I would be a professional Minecraft player. But instead, I can only build a dirt shack with dirt. And if I'm feeling spicy with some grass on top, a little bit of a, you should just say crown on top, like a little bit of flowers as the ceiling, you know.
As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Holy moly. Oh no. Oh no. I froze on the spot. Oh no. This is gonna... Oh, not this... Oh, poor sheep. Poor Vanessa. Oh gosh. Okay, chat, are you ready? This is gonna be mental. Not Vanessa, bro. I don't wanna see Vanessa die.
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
The Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power.
Because that's the thing. In the poor island, you're seeing that they're trying to like get connected, right? And at first, in the first day here, okay, yeah, it's true that they were also trying to like connect and have good goals, etc. But like, it reaches a point where you're surrounded by so much wealth that you start getting things in your head. You know, as a person, power is a very scary thing, and not everyone should have power. You should have power as your own person, but not everyone should have the power to lead.
See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has like, barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
No way! They impaled the dudes. Oh look, I've been impaled. Nothing hurts anymore because I'm unalive.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh.
That's so
big.
pretty.
Yeah. People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and
Oh my god, how is it? It is not all there no alkaline, caught between the black and white. Na 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 day or night. This probably this line. I cannot hear the word alkaline without thinking of this song.
it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the two border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux.
We already know that Flux is super against like the whole bridge idea. This is going to be rough, chat. Because here's the thing, once the borders come down, all they have to do is share. Like if they give them food, if they give them all of this. I know that there's some resentment on the other side, but like, I mean, to be fair, they chose the islands where they went, you know? So it's like, sucks to be you, it's a skill issue. But at the end of the day, all you needed to do was sharing.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound
That's
very
crazy.
excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm gonna cause a war.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
This is what I was saying. I think maybe that could be a good first step, but there is always going to be a confrontation between the two because they think that these are the lucky ones. Like they should have been the one on this island, and resentment is such a powerful feeling and it's so hard to remove and to take from your heart. Part of me wants to believe that by giving them aid, that would be enough to prevent a war from breaking out. But unless everyone in Island 1 agrees, okay, let's not attack Island 2 the day the borders come down. Let's just try to negotiate with them first, and if they don't want to share, then we will attack them. If that happens, okay, maybe there will not be a war, but I highly doubt that will happen.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead. which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now, we all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Are you
whoa, whoa.
crazy?
Watch, this is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
You
too
have to
much. We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
If
That's
we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
I get what he's trying to do, but I feel like you cannot live life that pessimistic. I mean, I think it's good that he's being safe, but at the same time, it's kind of like, if he's so concerned about it, then he should just like hinder the bridge so that the bridge is never built. Or maybe like, I don't know,
unalive his own leader.
and then he takes on the leadership, and then there's no bridge. And he focuses on making defenses for Luminara so that when Island 2 attacks, if they attack, they will be prepared. I get both sides. I think what I would do if I was in this situation, I would grab in the people that agree with me. I would leave to the interior of the island. I would go to the dense forest. I would start my civilization there because clearly these people are idiots. And if not, I would just hinder the bridge and I would just focus on making like the city safe. I would build a wall with traps so that if they try to attack, then it would end very poorly for them. And I know I sound like Trump.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice.
Is what it is. Them.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god! So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
That's crazy.
Westland Island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a water tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoon, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spoon was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoon was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spoon is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spoon was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify.
Power is a dangerous thing, chat. Power is a dangerous thing.
But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spoon on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support. You're welcome. I'm the best. Glory to West Helm.
Sick beat, not gonna lie.
Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
That looks so pretty. With it, look at the chains and everything. That's stunning. So jealous right now, I swear to God.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
That's crazy.
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Deep under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. We're not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Oh no.
Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely.
There's no way they're gonna forget about it. There's no way they're going to forget about freaking netherite. A couple of diamonds. Sure, maybe, perhaps. Netherite? No. Also, I know I did mention that I didn't really like this guy in the beginning, but honestly, like, I kind of screw with him right now. I think he's cute. I think he's gonna get very soon unalived, but I like him.
Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
You know, goddamn. I'm not gonna lie, I think that Turntap is gonna be Brutus.
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit, okay?
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Oh no. There's wardens. Oh no. Oh no.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Crazy.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable. But he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Oh no. No.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, no. Bro, I was feeling it. I was feeling an assassination was coming. Oh my gosh. Needs to greed, everyone needs to greed.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way.
The chat.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
But why? What the hell? Was it power? Was it because of the greed? Was it because she didn't agree? Was Joseph hiding something? Like, oh my god, the plot is thickening, Shad! The plot is thickening! What? This was all Flux's fault! That's what I was saying! She wasn't agreeing to his things. Did I say that? Maybe I just said it mentally. I don't remember. Was it because she didn't agree? Holy moly, this was all Flux's idea! He's controlling everything from the background! He wants to start a war! Oh my god. Bro, they built an underground bunker beneath, like, Luminaria. And she went down close to the bridge that Luminaria is building to the other area. Flux is literally being, like, the eminence in the shadow right now. He's just controlling everything and everyone. And, like, they don't even know. Day 5. Jesus.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh!
No.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
To day 5, the news would get even crazier.
Bro, that skin is terrifying. This player right here, this skin is terrifying, bro.
That will give me nightmares.
For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
Oh.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
Oh no.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Lingualini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
Oh no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Bro, the volcano people sounds like a crazy insult to give, like, the volcano people, you know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Ahmed's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wolfram's dead.
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their government.
That's crazy.
This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, one daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition. He's asking for help.
Oh.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh! Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other
That's
major
crazy.
leader was now on their way.
That's crazy.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me.
I bet that Seraphim is literally hiding here. And this was all his plan. Like, Flux, he's the one pulling all the strings. He's like all the hooga booga zooga booga voodoo, you know?
I got voodoo, I got hoodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
He's going to blow it up. He's going to blow all of them up. No way. Oh my god. So that was the plan. They unalive one of the leaders so that they were forced to create this meeting. And he's even gonna unalive his own friend. It's gonna blow it up. Flux is Cersei Lannister indeed?
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Alright, leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
What?
And today, we will finish the job!
But oh my god!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full chaos on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea.
Why would you do that? He's your friend. He's going to blow it up. He's going to blow it up. Oh my god, he's going to blow it up again. Oh my god, this is crazy. The island is going to be wrecked. Like, there will be no more leaders except Flux and Cassie.
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just
happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps, where's Saps? Where did he go?
Did Saps do this? Wait,
Saps? You have to find him.
Put him down! Kill him! Kill Zap! Zap, where are you? Zap!
He's going to blow it up.